Hey Project Return members, this is James and we're going to do some watercolor jellyfish today. So obviously we're going to need some watercolor paint, some clean water in a cup or a jar, and different size paint brushes, specifically round-ended, and a pointy brush for detail. I use wax paper towels for cleanup. The wax paper is for dabbing the paint on and swishing it around because I don't have a palette for watercolor. Wax paper holds the water, it's waterproof, so it helps dab the brush on without absorbing all the color. Otherwise you clean up with the paper towels. So what I'm going to do first is I'm putting some actual just regular tap water onto the paper, and then I'm going to add the watercolor in, and it shows that the pigment of the watercolor is going to fill into the shape of the water I put on the paper, so it doesn't bleed out. That's one method of doing it. So I'm just giving that as the first example of how to make the first jellyfish body. And all it is pretty much, it looks like almost a kidney bean, with some little grooves or bumps. The different size brushes are important because you can make different size jellyfish. So the detail brushes, smaller brushes, are going to be for the tentacles. And the two middle tentacles are going to be kind of like a squiggly line and bring it down. As you can see, there's not much drawing involved in this project. It's more just simply using the watercolor and just dabbing it onto the paper, using simple hand gestures and brush strokes, different size brushes. And I'm going to use the fine point brush now to draw the thinner tentacles, which sometimes I do just depending on the size. I think I went back and did a few extra on the smaller jellyfish after adding them to the larger ones, but usually 4 looks pretty good. And you can make them as long as you want. You can make them curled at the end or twisted up like the center ones. And just do a little bit of last finishing touches, and just remember, when you're all complete with this project, you're going to have to let it dry completely. If you hold it up and there's lots of water, it will run down the page. I wouldn't necessarily say it's ruining the project, but you get the idea. And this is the finished project. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.